Welcome back to Main Station. So I just had some technical issues with OBS. I don't know what happened. I had to restart it. Anyway, this video I'm going to firstly talk about precious metals and my predictions for near future, and I'm going to enter into the analysis I did later in my latest video. So starting with gold, we have seen, or we are now seeing the equilibrium I predicted and I talked about. We will see most likely. We have seen lower highs and high lows since our recent top of this movement around $1,300. So we have, as you can see, a nice tightening range. We are now very tight. We can of course see another drop below this support line around 1286, and hold above these lows back at 1279, 1280. But until then, I think this is a legit tightening range, and we will most likely see a bull break out of it. My target after this would be, of course, $1,300, but most likely I think that since we are very near this target, we will see it break out and beyond, and most likely even reach beyond 1305, which has been important resistance and support. So if we even move beyond 1305, then I think we are due to actually even run up to 1350, and that can take, of course, a very long time, and we will see higher lows and lower highs from there on. So don't be too hesitant and be patient. But anyway, I think we can see this break out, move beyond 1305, and see then break out and even maybe reach 1350. So that would be very interesting. It would more or less confirm this bull trend. Of course, it will be important what we will see in the US dollar market, or how strong the US dollar will be, and most likely it will be actually quite strong, since that's what my recent analysis concluded. So I don't know what how you call it, relation is between the US dollar and gold. Usually a strong dollar means gold prices to fall, and in the other direction just the same. So since we have a strong dollar, this should actually mean we will see gold decline, but that's actually not what has been happening. So that's interesting. Anyway, if you want to trade it, then since you are actually quite near our top, I think it would be best to enter around 1299. So then you're still below $1,300, and I think if we break this top, then we will see most likely a break of 1300, and then move to 1305, and most likely see that also break. Maybe not in one move, I don't know. It depends on the volume and on our trading day, but it could very well happen that we see 1% gains, like maybe move above 1305, see 1% or even more, depends. But it could be a very nice trade, and if you want to trade futures, then that would be also an interesting idea. So you can leverage your trade. Of course, you only want to do that, in my opinion, on paper trading, on TradingView. So I will be most likely entering a position on gold and also on silver. I'll be showing you that in a minute. You can enter around 1299, set a stop loss below the support or the support areas around 12.95. If you want a very tight stop, if you have a little more space to go, then you want to set your stop loss below the support area around 12.86. But yeah, if you can trade how much you want on paper trading, of course. So find your right price entry, or your how much money you're risking. Let's say it like that. So yeah, would be my price targets for gold. Moving on to silver, very, very similar price action, but a bit more interesting price levels in my opinion, and maybe a same distance for silver and gold, but a bit more important on silver actually, in my opinion. So we have seen also an equilibrium. It hasn't been as nice as gold has been. It has been, yeah, maybe not really an equilibrium, more of a bear flag, or more of a bull flag, I meant to say. Maybe also, yeah, it's not so clear. I don't like it as much as like gold pattern. Could be also interpreted as a falling wedge on the top, which would be bullish. But also, and that's the main point, we are seeing a tightening range on silver, similar to gold, just a bit more descending and not as equilibrium, like, which means basically higher lows and lower highs. So yeah, I wrote this, I don't know when, but when it was, I think, back here. This is not true, I guess, since we have seen lower lows, or this has actually been a double bottom, or no, never mind. So a tightening range on silver, since we can see still maybe a lower high set above these levels to create maybe more of a flag with a parallel linear, or with parallel lines. I would like to entry this above this high. So you can set your entry point around 15.887 or 15.881. So basically 15.88. And then my next target after this, if you go to daily chart, would be this very, very important support and resistance area around 16.5, 16.15. And this would be also from here on, like around 3%. So a nice trade. Also, you can trade it futures on silver, but I won't do it, I think. So yeah, we have seen a double bottom in silver basically, with our low in late 2015. So this is interesting, and have seen some nice volume and breakout similar to gold, but a bit more sharp, I think also percentage wise more gains. If you go to the daily and just measure it real quick, 10%. Well, that's actually a very nice move. And on silver, I think it's more, yeah, a bit more, around, yeah, 13-14%. So 4% more, 3% to 4% more on silver. So a bit more volatility. We are seeing our ADX now maybe peak. We have seen it a bit declining since we have seen consolidation, consolidation is usually the enemy of the ADX trend strength. So yeah, my next price target would be 3% away at at 16.15. Very nice trading opportunity in my opinion. Very clear, or not as clear as gold, but still still not nice patterns. Seeing basically a bull flag, nothing too special. And yeah, entry, as I said, would be above 15 or at 15.88 about, and your stop loss would be if you go to the hourly. If we break resistance or support points at 15.82 and 15.78, so you maybe want to set your stop loss around 15.75, even a bit below this level. So you are confirming a serious move to the downside, which breaks a lot of support. Yeah, so, and I wanted to mention this also, and I just did it in this video. It's just that we are seeing a rising wedge on SPY, and especially the Dow Jones. And I haven't mentioned this. I've just seen it actually a few minutes ago, just before I started this video. So I wanted to include this in this video too, since I think it's actually quite important, and we are on the cusp of breaking it. On the Dow Jones, it's a bit more clear, a bit nicer. Yeah, we have actually reached beyond my point on the Dow Jones, a bit beyond my cluster. Still, this can be, of course, extended a bit more up. I thought I maybe make it a bit more precise. So I challenged myself, and yeah, my price target hasn't been, or my prediction of this move has been quite correct. Wait a sec. Just had to sneeze. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, my predictions of this move hasn't been quite correct, so I will delete this. But my price target has been actually right, around 12, or around 14,000 points. 24,000 points. God damn it. So I just delete them real quick and remember my targets. So I think I might have to sneeze again. I don't know what's wrong. But anyway, you can see I wrote this too, that we're seeing a corrective uptrend, which could be an indication that we are moving impulsive to the downside, and this could very well happen if we break below my lines, or especially below this line of support right here, of the support trend line. Basically the same on the S&P. Also on the cusp of breaking it. We have now reached very nicely my target, and it will be just awesome to see this fall back down over the rest of the week, and I'll be looking at that definitely. I would like to enter a trade below these support levels right here, so also below this trend line. So I would enter and set an entry point. Then this would be actually quite below our level, so maybe 1.5% below this price level. So I want to see it break. If we just move to 15-minute real quick, we can also see a bit of a bear flag on the top. So if we break that and move down, delete these support levels, or break these support levels, then I would like to set an entry point around or between 255.35 and 256.38, and have a stop loss. Go to the hourly and have stop loss maybe just a bit above this support and these resistance points. So my stop loss would be maybe at like 259.35. So Also a nice opportunity to trade, in my opinion. Very much volatility in play, or in the future, at least